Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we started Undertale. Had an encounter with Flowey the Flower and Toriel. Now here we are at the title screen. And so far, Flowey is the only one on the title screen. We will be occasionally starting episodes here because depending on where you are in the story, the title screen actually does change it somewhat. But anyway, let's not wait any longer, let's continue on. And so I had to end the previous episode a little earlier than I expected because family was getting in the way. But hopefully now we should be able to continue. So now random encounters are a thing. So you can either choose to fight, act, and etc. This is the perfect time to go over the free paths this game has. So let me see. So we know it's hell. Let's give you a compliment. Froggy didn't understand what you said, but it was flattered anyway. Ow. So when you are trying to spare an enemy, you will know the enemy is spareable and you've done the right things if they have yellow text over their name. Or if you go to Mercy and Spare is highlighted in yellow. So you don't earn any experience if you choose to Mercy them, but you still earn some gold. Although in most cases you will earn more gold if you kill them, there are a few exceptions where some monsters will actually give you more gold for sparing them. Ribbit, excuse me, human. I have some advice for you battling monsters. If you act a certain way or fight until you almost defeat them, they might not want to battle you anymore. If a monster does not want to fight you, please use mercy, human. Ribbit. Fighting is another way to try and get a monster into their mercy state. If you weaken them enough, they'll lose the will to fight. And you could be able to spare them that way, though it is much more of a riskier option because you can potentially accidentally kill the monster. So I prefer not to actually fight them because I don't want to accidentally kill them. Which goes on to the free paths of this game. So there are free paths that you can potentially take. Neutral is where you're not killing anybody, but at the same time you are basically justifying it as, you might either be left with no choice or that your plan was forced. But yeah, you're not killing out of malicious intent. You're just going by your eye, just doing your own thing. Then there's genocide, which is very self-explanatory. You're just murdering everything you're seeing along the way. And we're getting a phone call. Hello, this is Toriel. For no reason in particular, which do you prefer? Cinnamon or butterscotch? I'd say cinnamon. Oh, I see. Thank you very much. Hello, this is Toriel. You do not dislike butterscotch, do you? I know what your preference is, but would you earn up your nose if you found it on your plate? Right, I understand. Thank you for being patient, by the way. Speaking of, let's give Toriel a call. This is Toriel. You want to know more about me? Well, I'm afraid there isn't much to say. I'm just a little silly lady who worries too much. 3 out of the 4 gray rocks recommend you to push them. That disables the trap and we're forcing a fight. Which is a new enemy, the Winsome. Which you can already see they have yellow text, so you can just pretty much spare them immediately. They're one of the few enemies that are spareable right off the back. This room. This room is the most infamous. Try to step in, you're gonna fall into the bottom floor. What you need to do is that you need to pay attention to the leaves and look at the path they're sort of creating. So yeah, genocide, you're just killing everybody you're seeing. You're taking no prisoners, you're not putting up with anybody's shit, you're just done with it. That does get you experience, and as you can probably guess, you will eventually level up and get stronger in your attack and HP and all things you would expect in any kind of RPG. However, this game does not like you committing genocide, or no mercy as many people tend to call it. As this game will remind you that you're being a piece of shit. And also, there are two bosses in particular that can only be encountered through genocide that very easily ruin your day. Please don't step on the leaves. So yeah, just a heads up, I have no intentions of doing a genocide run, so do not expect that. Because I don't hate myself, and I'm mostly a pacifist player. I prefer to actually not harm these monsters. Now, just to get on the track, we're encountering multiple monsters here. There will be times where you will fight multiple monsters, either of the same species or of different varieties, and that actually does affect the attacks. If there's more of the same monster, the attacks will usually be a bit more intense. If there are different monsters, you have to worry about their attacks being combined. You can either deal with them individually like this, which can naturally decrease the amount of attacks that are coming your way, or you can deal with them all at once, because when you do Mercy, if you met Mercy doesn't spare just one enemy at a time. If you met the other enemy's Mercy conditions, it will spare the other enemies as well. Now this puzzle is very well known because the creator of this game, Toby Fox, sucked at this puzzle so much that I believe if you fail it, I think it's like 10 times or something like that, the floor will just magically fix itself. Didn't you read the sign downstairs? So yeah, and then the final route is a pacifist route, which is pretty explanatory on that part. You're choosing to not fight, and you're not killing all the monsters that you're running in your path. Choosing to either run away from them if possible, or actually try to end the fight in a non-violent way. Here's the case of combining attacks, where you have to worry about multiple monsters' attacks at once. But also, you can spare them multiple monsters if you met their conditions. Give Toriel a call. This is Toriel. Huh? Did you just call me Mom? Well, I suppose... Would that make you happy? To call me Mother? Well then, call me whatever you like. Whoa there, partner. Who said you could push me around? So you're asking me to move over? Okay, just for you, pumpkin. I want you to move a bit more than that. You want me to move some more? Alrighty, how's this? Oh, that's the wrong direction. That was the wrong direction? Okay, think I've got it. Was that helpful? You jerk! if you want me to stay there, you're giving me a real workout. Yeah, stay there, buddy. And more Froggets hop towards us. Comment and Frogget today. So here's a little tip I can give you about fighting, which is going to be very helpful because the game never teaches you this. You're going to notice that my soul slowed down a bit there. We're going to do it again. See how my soul was moving slowly than normal. There is a hidden mechanic in this game that the game never tells you about. If you hold down a button, and this button is different depending on what system you're playing this, you can slow down the movement of your soul. Now you may be wondering, well, why is that important? Having slower movement over your soul allows you to have much more control over it. Where it moves, it can also be more beneficial if you want to slow it down so you don't potentially run into an attack that you might have ran into if you were moving at normal speeds, but also make it so that way you can have more precise movement by slowing your soul down to dodge the more trickier attacks. This is cheese that's been here for a long time. It's stuck to the table. Knowing the mouse might one day leave its hole and get the cheese, it fills you with determination. So I think we'll, yeah, this will probably be one of the last things we'll do in this episode. Because we got something blocking our way. And I need to quickly go deal with my phone. That's dealt with. We're gonna have to cut some of this out. Are they gone yet? This ghost keeps saying C's out loud repeatedly, pretending to sleep. Move it with force. Yeah, you could. So yeah, even if you're a pacifist, I believe you are forced to actually move with force. Here comes Napster Book. He is an interesting enemy, which I think he technically counts as a boss. He's one of the few enemies I don't think you can kill in this game. I think if you try to beat him up, he'll eventually run away on his own. Also, I forgot how jazzy his theme is. Napster Book. Attack 10, defense 10. This monster doesn't seem to have a sense of humor. Oh, I'm real funny. Watch out for his tears, which can go up walls and stuff. Cheer. You gave Napster Book a patient smile. Heh. I'm really not feeling up to it right now. Sorry. Told Napster Book a little joke. Cheering seems to have improved Napster Book's mood again. Napster Book wants to show you something. Let me try. I call it the Dapper Brook. Do you like it? That's what eagerly waits your response. Oh, gee. I usually come to the ruins because there's no one around. But today I met someone nice. Oh, I'm rambling again. I will get out of your way. And out of our way he does. So yeah, if you mercy some enemies, be it regular enemies, regardless, some fights may end just on their own without you needing to do the spare command. Anyway, I think we'll end things off here, and in the next episode, we'll proceed deeper into the ruins. If you enjoyed this episode, do you like the videos? It helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hey, share the videos, that way more people can discover my content and help the channel grow, and I'll see you all next time. Later.